This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, local firefighters and volunteers are stepping up for a family in need after fire damaged their home. Good evening and thank you for joining us at FYI. I'm Ken Karen. Thanks for watching. Let's get right to our headlines from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Hazleton police have arrested 2 men in connection with 2 shooting incidents yesterday afternoon. Hazleton police responded to the area of Bennett Court between East Maple and East Green Streets. The first incident took place around 12:45 p.m. with police then being called back to that area about 2 hours later. Police have now identified 25-year-old Jonathan Alvarez of Hazleton as a shooting victim. According to our media partner, the Standard Speaker, Alvarez was hit with a bullet during the second incident. He was treated for non-life-threatening injuries. After the second incident, police took several men into custody in the area of the Arthur Gardner Parkway near the PennDOT Driver's License Center on Route 309. Police have not identified the first shooting victim, who was flown to a trauma center. Police did report that 2 men were observed on surveillance video carrying firearms, concealing them in their pockets, and then fleeing the scene on foot. Police have arrested 22-year-old Michael Shirley of Brooklyn, New York, and 19-year-old Christian Ashby of Hazleton. Both admitted to possessing and discharging firearms. The 2 were charged with firearms not to be carried without a license, a third-degree felony. They were arraigned and locked up in Luzerne County Prison in lieu of $500,000 bail. Meanwhile, police arrested a 3rd man following yesterday's shooting incidents. 19-year-old Marquise De Leon of Hazleton was taken into custody and charged with 6 counts of aggravated assault and 3 counts of recklessly endangering another person. De Leon was identified as one of 2 shooters involved in an incident last Thursday in the area of 415 Chestnut Street. Police say De Leon was identified as the suspect who fired 3 shots at 3 people as they attempted to flee 436 East Chestnut Street. De Leon is locked up on $1 million bail. Well, if you're traveling this weekend, you may want to take advantage of the safety breaks that will be set up at interstate rest areas. Community groups will be serving free coffee at rest areas to provide motorists with a break during this busy July 4th holiday travel period. The program is in conjunction with PennDOT and is designed to encourage drivers to take a break for safety's sake. Safety breaks will be available along Interstates 80, 81, and 84, as well as at the Matamoras and Great Bend Welcome Centers at various times throughout the holiday weekend. Campsite continues to bring the fun for kids in our area dealing with vision loss. This week, Campsite Junior is being held at the Firwood Camp area in Drums. The camp is organized by Community Services for Sight. The kids, of course, got to play some sports. It is camp. Plus, they painted, and on Thursday, they learned all about butterflies. Our intern, Erin Harvey, was there on Thursday, and she'll have a full report for us next week. For more information, check out Community Services for Sight's website or Facebook page. Your help is needed for a Hazleton family who lost everything in a recent fire. After a fire that happened recently in our area, a family does need your help, and these 2 people sitting right next to me are going to tell all of you at home how you can help out. We have Tony Colombo from the Hazleton Fire Department and also Renee Ford, who's going to be helping out with this, so we do appreciate it. And Tony, let's start with you. You said you weren't at the fire, but you do know where it started, and it was pretty bad.
They came in as a structure fire in the city, and it turned out to be basically a kitchen fire, and it went up the back wall of the house, and the house did sustain major damage to it.
One family there. Now, Renee, how do you get involved? You said you kind of called Tony, and how did you get involved to want to help out the family?
Yes, I called Tony because I know he has helped families in the past. 2 of the students that were involved in the fire were involved in a program that I'm an instructor at Hazleton High School. And when I saw the house address, I immediately sprung into action and called Tony because we wanted to do something to help this family, especially since one of the occupants is expecting a baby next month.
So definitely in need. How can people help out? What exactly are you guys doing, and how can everyone help?
What we're asking is for new clothes donations or new baby supplies, baby clothes, baby equipment, clothing for the individuals, boys, juniors, and men's and women's sizes. Could be dropped off at Berger Family Dealerships, Fairway Motors, and also here at Channel 13.
All right, and Tony, you see so often fires and just how devastating they can be. Is it hard sometimes just to sit there maybe on the sidelines, even though you know you're helping out as much as you can?
It's tough because you know that there's people who are actually experiencing it. It's a hardship in their lifetime. If they can't have nowhere to go, They have nowhere to live and they lose everything, all their possessions. It's tough to get restored. You know yourself, today's a tough economy. So when Renee called me, I said, yeah, we'll get involved. We've done it before, you know, the fire company, the Heights Fire Company with Joe and I, we've done numerous things for the city, so we should definitely get involved. And what I also did, we went to PNC Bank and opened an account that people can make monetary donations to the Hazleton Heights Fire Fund for the family at any PNC branch. And what we're going to do is July 20th, which is Monday, we're going to take all the clothing items we have and any cash we have out of the bank and give it to the family.
That's very nice. And how does it feel when someone like Renee reaches out to you guys to say, hey, can we help more? I mean, there's a lot of good people in this community.
Actually, it was gratifying because what I said to Renee when she called, I said, Hazleton will come and help again. Because everybody said Hazleton's bad, but you know, Hazleton has heart. Every time we've reached to the community has always been there for us. Anything we've done to raise money or raise different things to help people, Hazleton responded. We had the flood a couple years ago, we helped Shikshini. We had 3 truckloads of clothing items. So there are a lot of good people in Hazleton, and it is gratifying to help out.
And last thing I want to ask, Renee, have people reached out to you since you have said, hey, we're doing this? How's the response been?
Yes, they have. We've gotten a couple calls. I know Tony has gotten a couple calls on people who wanted to donate maybe some used furniture, which was greatly appreciated, and especially the infants' clothing and equipment has been, you know, a really big help for the family.
Well, this is what community is all about right here, helping out those who live in it in a time of need. Thank you guys very much. We appreciate it. Remember, if you have clothes or anything, you can drop them off here at SSPTV. New clothes, please. Well, if you're interested in NASCAR, the winning continues here at FYI, and we want to send you to the Pennsylvania 400 at the Pocono Raceway on August 2nd. And it's very easy to enter. All you have to do is like our page at facebook.com/FYI News 13. Click like, and you're entered to win. Up next on FYI, Hazleton's fire chief is back to talk safety. This time he has tips for the 4th of July weekend. And in sports, wow is the only thing I can say about the highlights coming your way from the District 18 Little League All-Star Playoffs. Check them out in a bit.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Well, this Friday is First Friday in downtown Hazleton, and very nicely it coincides with the Independence Day celebration for our country and for the city of Hazleton. Here to tell us about the festivities that you can enjoy to celebrate the 4th is Krista Schneider, who is the Executive Director of the Downtown Hazleton Alliance for Progress. This timed out very nicely this month.
Yeah, it did. We were a little concerned at first because we realized it fell on a holiday, and I know some of the businesses are going to be closed downtown, but there is still a lot going on, so it's worth promoting.
So you have festivities for downtown Hazleton and also the July 4th celebration at Harmon Geist Memorial Stadium.
Right. The city is sponsoring the fireworks program Friday evening. They actually have a lot going on, I guess, prior to the fireworks. Starting at 5, they have vendors and games and that for the kids and food. So we're encouraging everybody to get up there, hang out there before the fireworks, which should start, I think, around dusk.
And what will be happening then throughout the downtown prior to all that?
Yeah, well, there's still a few things going on. The Dragonfly is open that evening. They're having a Meet the Artist event. The artist this month is it's an abstract artist, Jeremy Petrochonis, and that's from 5 to 7 p.m. If you're looking for things to do with children, other than Harmon Geist, you could also take them to the Y, the back of the parking lot of the Y. They're having a bike rodeo to teach kids how to ride the bike safely, and that's free. And then anybody who really wants to learn about what's going on downtown in terms of the revitalization, the projects that are underway and those that are planned, I'm actually giving a tour at 6 p.m. in front of the chamber. We'll start, and it's a walking tour. We'll hit probably 4 or 5 different buildings, get to go inside, look at some of the plans that have been proposed as well as what's underway. We'll take a walk up Wyoming Street. We'll end up at Harmon Geist. So anybody that wants to join in that should come and meet me at the chamber at 6 p.m.
Wow, that sounds great. So a lot of activities are definitely happening in downtown. If you want the complete list of whatever is going on throughout the downtown, please go to downtownhazelton.org. If you have questions, you can always call Krista at the Greater Hazelton Chamber of Commerce building, which is 570-455-1509. You just want everybody to come out and have this be a really great first Friday.
That's right. I mean, there's still plenty of things to do. Opening night, Mr. Roberts at the PTPA, and there's a free live wrestling event at the Sanctuary, and we'll hit that on our way up Wyoming Street on the tour as well.
All right. Well, great things happening. Please come down to Hazelton and enjoy the Independence Day celebration and take part in the many festivities that are happening.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
I mentioned earlier our Erin Harvey out at campsite this week. She'll have that story next week. Here's a shot she brought back for us for our weather shot tonight. And here is your weather forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, mostly cloudy. We'll get down to 55 degrees on the extended forecast for our Friday. For first Friday, it's a partly sunny day with a high near 75 at night, 20% chance of showers, and that's mainly after 2 a.m., so should be a good night. Mostly cloudy, low around 59. For our 4th of July, 30% chance of showers with thunderstorms also possible after 2 p.m., but a partly sunny day, high of 76. At night, cooler. We'll get down to 57 degrees, 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms before 8 p.m. Sunday, mostly sunny. We'll get up to near 80 degrees. Sunday night, partly cloudy, low of 58. Monday next week, mostly sunny, high of 80. Monday night, partly cloudy. Our low will be 61 degrees.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop on in for a cold treat including our ice cream and yogurt, or some hot food including our burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazelton. Treat yourself today.
Well, the 4th of July means a lot of families getting together, a lot of picnics. It also means fireworks. And here to give us some important tips on fireworks safety is Hazelton Fire Chief Donald Leschko. Chief, this is a serious issue because there's some very serious accidents that are incurred because of the improper use or illegal use of fireworks.
Most importantly is fireworks. You know, there's a lot of fireworks that are illegal to be shot off inside any municipal government limit. The best advice I can give you is go out, go see the public displays, go be part of those displays, view those displays, and take your family to enjoy those displays. We see a lot of times in the city especially, people are lighting off bottle rockets, illegal fireworks right in the middle of streets, in the middle of yards, with the close proximity of homes in the city and areas, and no matter where you are, any municipality, you always take the chance of lighting, that a firework can go astray, cause a fire in a residence, cause a fire anywhere, but most of all can cause an injury to bystanders that are watching. You want our 4th of July picnics to be safe, and we want everyone to use great caution while they're out there with fireworks. We know they sell a lot of fireworks in the store. There's a lot of commodity fireworks you can buy in the stores, but you want to practice fire safety with them. Make sure if children with sparklers that they're holding them away from them, that there's a bucket of water there when they're done, and that most importantly, adult supervision is taking place at all times when you're using these fireworks.
Do you see a lot of accidents? Have you had some terrible calls over the years that involve situations with fireworks?
Yeah, we've had a few. I mean, I had a fire. Matter of fact, I had an incident where the firework went up and it got launched into a top of a roof, and it remained hot. And what happened was the gutter was blocked with some leaves and all that. It lit the family didn't know that happened during during the middle of the evening. They went to sleep and all of a sudden wake up to the roof on fire. So it's something that can happen. It's something that has happened, and that's why it's most importantly, the fireworks are not meant to be launched in city limits. They're not meant to be launched in close proximity to homes. If you're going to go do a display, make sure you're going somewhere that you can see the display safely and that you're practicing great safety tips. Again, fireworks are just dangerous. We've seen a lot of times incidents where fireworks go astray and they can cause harm. They can even cause death. I mean, we've definitely seen that in various incidents. But again, I just caution everyone, if you're going to get fireworks or you're going to use fireworks, make sure it's done safely, but most importantly, make sure it's done properly. Don't try, a lot of times where people get out of hand with them and they want to start lighting them and they want to start, trying to do trying to mess with the firework to cause other issues with it. It's just not done. And we know there's a lot sold in stores and all that, and they're meant to be done by adult supervision. Don't let children anywhere near them. Keep the children away from them and make sure they're safely in a safe area before you do any type of lighting of fireworks or any type of a display for the 4th of July.
All right, some good advice. If you're going to use them, make sure you're using them properly, and if not, best yet, get out to the public displays.
And a quick reminder that fireworks are banned in the borough of West Hazelton. Fines will be handed out. So if you're looking for a show, go to our fireworks show list on our Facebook page, FYI News 13. Here's your midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers on the green screen. Pick 2, 3-1, pick 3, 849, pick 4, 9146, and pick 5, 13780. Those numbers brought to you by Boyer Insurance Agency with 2 locations to serve you. One is in Cunningham on Sugarloaf Avenue, the other in Nescapec on Broad Street. Call them in Cunningham at 570-788-3543 and in Nescapec at 570-752-7683. District 18 Little League Baseball highlights after this.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
What an exciting night of baseball in the District 18 11 and 12-year-old All-Star Little League Tournament. Zach Hunsaker of Franklin Township rated their game against Hazel Township Whitehaven a 10 out of 10 in excitement. I agree. Here's the highlights from Franklin Township's 5-4 win in the elimination bracket. I have no idea what I did to offend Matt Shimani, but as soon as I showed up to this scoreless game in the bottom of the 3rd inning, he tried to hit me with a baseball. Maybe because I was late, but this 2-run shot just missed me. I'm okay, and so is Hazel Township Whitehaven as they take the lead. Zach Hunsiger is ready for a little game of try and hit the cameraman. It's a 2-run home run right near me once again, and we're tied after 3.5.
I didn't swing at the first 2, and then I finally swung at the last one. It was a curveball. I just got lucky into the bat, went over.
How good did it feel as you're around in the bases? What's going through your mind?
Wow, I did it.
Franklin Township finds themselves in another 2-run hole in the top of the 5th, and Lucas Zerby comes off the bench, and with 2 men on, he has mercy on me and hits a home run to right field. Now it's 5-4 Franklin Township. Colin Bollinger came in to pitch for Franklin Township in the 4th, and with the tying run on base in the 5th, he gets this ground out, and then he follows it up with a strikeout to get out of the inning with the lead intact. Franklin looking for some insurance in the 6th, but Shimani. I don't have anything fancy or fun to say. This play of the night speaks for itself. Matt Shimani gets this beaut of a double play, so it's still a 1-run game going into the bottom of the 6th. Bollinger, 1 down. Bollinger, 2 down. Bollinger, game over, man. Franklin Township, they win this one 5-4. Bollinger.
He's 12. He's pretty much our closer on the days he can pitch. And he's been doing a great job. He pitched on Friday when we won against Tri-County. He did a great job that night, too.
What was the key moment in this game? Aside from your home run, what would you point to and say, all right, that was pretty big?
Zach pitching and Colin, they did a great job, especially Colin with the closing.
How would you describe Colin? If you had to face him, how would you describe him as a pitcher?
I would be scared as crap to face him because he throws a lot of pitches. He throws fast.
Zach Hunsiker was the starting pitcher for Franklin Township. Great plays and great effort from both teams, and no cameras were harmed during these highlights. What a good night. There was another game that scored a 10 out of 10 on the exciting meter in McAdoo last night as Tri-County took on Towamensing Weatherly. Tri-County is up to bat in the 1st, and this looks like a job for center fielder Scott Zoshin. He makes an awesome diving catch. Later in the inning, Dante Alucci drives in the game's 1st run right here for Tri-County. They would take the early lead 1-0, and the defense helping them out in the bottom half of the inning. Christian Price is on the hill, and the Price is right with a runner on 3rd. He gets a strikeout for out number 2 of the inning. Then he's going to get a ground out that Brian Billig he fields at first base, and that ends the threat in the 1st inning. Bottom 2, though, here's a threat. Its name is Mason Gerhardt. He's going to 3rd base. He just keeps running as this goes all the way to the wall. So with a runner on, this looks like a job for Scott Zoshin. Gets the 3rd base there, and here comes Zoshin into the batter's box. He makes contact, but a great reflex by Price to glove it. He gets the force at first. Billy goes home. They almost get it. Great effort, but the run scores, tie things up. Tri-County, though, they walk away with the victory 8-7. All right, let's see what happened in the District 18 tournament. Other games on Wednesday night in the elimination bracket. This is the FYI standard speaker scoreboard. Anthracite, they beat Jim Thorpe on the road. They'll play Tri-County on Friday. Tamaqua knocked off Hazelton, and they're up against Franklin Township on Friday. Now, this is very cool. Even though 4 teams can no longer win the championship, they will get to play another game in the consolation round of the District 18 tournament. In the majors, the Cubs, they won their second straight against the Mets. This game was won in 11 innings by Joe Madden's Cubs. I know you're sitting at home saying, but Kenny, what about the Iron Pigs Rail Riders game from last night? Don't worry, I don't forget anything, except for my keys. Every night I leave them on my desk here at work. It stinks. Russ Kanzler, the opposite of stinks. What can I say? He saved the day in the bottom of the 10th for Lehigh Valley. Check out the call by Matt Province.
Here is the 1-0 to Kanzler, swung on drill, base hit, left center field. Kanzler can as Henson scores and the Pigs fly. Pigs sweep the Rail Riders here to go up 5-4 in the Iron Rail Series.
What a call, and Kanzler also had a double in this game. Not a bad night. The Pigs are flying, and FYI, we'll be right back. Thursday is $1 burger night at Bottlenecks. Get a juicy 4th pound burger for only $1 all night long.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. Some quick announcements for this evening. Hazelton Public Transit would like to let residents know that their offices will be closed Friday, July 3rd, and bus services will not be held on Saturday, July 4th. All regular services will resume Sunday, July 5th. For more information, just call 570-459-5414. Our next announcement, the Holy Name of Jesus Parish at the Transfiguration Church site will be holding their annual festival on July 17th, 18th, and 19th. The event will be held rain or shine under the tents with delicious homemade foods, great entertainment each night. On Saturday and Sunday, there will also be trick or trays, grand raffle, games, bingo, and a bake sale. Transfiguration Church is located at 213 West Green Street in West Hazelton. And finally, Holy Trinity Orthodox Church, 223 South Kennedy Drive in McAdoo, will be having a July 4th celebration from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. They have great homemade food and desserts, plus entertainment by Michael Klesch. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of Thomas L. Morgan of Hazelton. Funeral is Friday at 9:30 a.m. from the Fierro Funeral Home. Friends may call Thursday from 2 to 4 and 6 to 8 p.m. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Kevin Confer of Drums. Kevin, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
Like our Facebook page. Why? Well, that's where we post breaking news. You also might win some great prizes this summer just for liking our page. Plus, we have a list of fireworks shows happening in our area this weekend. It's First Friday tomorrow, and we have a very special show coming your way tomorrow. We'll talk with a few people, including my second interview from Penn State's Greater Hazelton chapter of the Alumni Association. Their dinner, very interesting story. Check that out tomorrow. Take it easy, everyone.
Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name...
Burger Cadillac, Hazelton. Drive with experience.